I want to wait to find out what he says, because I don't know any better than you precisely what he will say.
Football now, and this Friday the Bundesliga is back from its midwinter break. Borussia Dortmund captured a treble of domestic trophies last season. The pressure was on Bayern Munich to respond, and they have. They're 9 points clear at the top and into the Champions League knockout stage, with Dortmund and Schalke joining them in the last 16. Many are now asking how the Bundesliga compares with Europe's other top leagues, as Andrew Lindsay discovered.
What's the best league in the world? On the pitch, it's maybe Spain, I'm not too sure. Turn the perspective into a supporter's perspective, then it's definitely Germany.
Of course, the Premier League is the best league in the world, but we're trying to beat them somehow.
If you're looking on the whole package, to have fun inside the stadium, drink your beer, I think German football is really good, great to watch.
Barcelona and Real Madrid might have the biggest stadia, Manchester City and Paris Saint-Germain the biggest bank accounts, but Germany has the biggest crowds, 10,000 on average, above England's Premier Leagues. One of the best reasons comes here at Dortmund. It's mainly thanks to these standing areas, subsidised by those who choose the seats that have become mandatory elsewhere in Europe.
Germans are proud to have a choice. Pay more to drink beer and eat sausage in the stands. Pay less to soak in the atmosphere of the terrace. Concern over that atmosphere spilling over led to a major security meeting last month, but the authorities decreed they won't follow fellow Europeans and insist on seats.
Each country is different, each league has its own history, its own structure. In Germany, we defined a way of being a league which has its roots in the society, which want to attract people no matter how much money they earn, how old they are, and we're trying to attract all social classes.
There's no doubting the class of football they're watching. More goals in the Bundesliga than the English or Spanish top flights. More entertaining dribbling runs recorded too. With tickets for the best teams starting at $20, it's no wonder they have the biggest crowds.
Football in Germany is real intense and very passionate. So because if you see the crowd in the stadium, they are very young, supporting their young team. If young people couldn't afford tickets for the match, it might be the death in the future, because they are not going to football, they're watching football only in the pub or at home, or they doing other sports.
No matter if they're in the standing areas or in the family block or in the business seats or in the VIP areas, they will see that the clubs and the league will do anything to support the fan culture we actually have in Germany. And it's important for a league like ours that people can come to the stadium and pay only 12 or 15 euro for a standing ticket.
If there seems to be more harmony than other countries enjoy, it might be the making of men such as Michael Gabriel, a social worker paid by the state to increase the dialogue among police, clubs and fans.
They can voice themselves, and they by themselves or via the fan projects, we can bring the demands to the clubs. And the clubs, there's a development at the moment that they want to get better to integrate the interests of the football fans into the game.
In part 2 of my report, we'll see why there's a will to improve. Despite the bright headlines, not everything Bundesliga is brilliant. Andrew Lindsay, BBC News, Germany.
To the Africa Cup of Nations now, and with his team's opening match less than 2 days away, South Africa head coach